For more information, check out my blog, Dhukai.com. Follow me. Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you my everyday easy makeup that I like to just throw on if I'm going grocery shopping or running errands, or if I just want to look a little bit awake and put myself together. So I'm starting off with clean skin, there's nothing on my face, and I'm applying my Farah Volcanic Elixir to my damp skin 10 minutes before I apply my makeup. This keeps me hydrated all day long and allows my makeup to go on much smoother. Then I'm going to go in with my CC cream. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminescence CC cream, which I am in love with. I have not been able to find a CC cream or BB cream that works so well with my skin tone, but this one is the bomb. A little does go a really long way, and the coverage is really nice. It lets your skin kind of shine through while still having coverage. So for the first layer, I'm just blending this onto my skin with my fingers and just kind of rubbing it everywhere. Gently rubbing, you don't want to rub too hard. And then I'm going to go in with a second layer. This is for my dark spots and just to get a little bit more coverage, and this time I'm just patting it into my skin. I really like this CC cream because it's not too liquidy, but it's not too thick either. And when you pat it into your skin, it really builds up on the coverage and it covers pretty nicely, and I feel like it wears all day for me compared to other BB or CC creams. So I'm just gonna let that dry on my skin for a little bit, and I'm gonna work on my brows. Every day I don't really fill in my brows. I just like to take a brow gel and just kind of groom them in place so that they stay in place all day long and they just look nice and neat. Then I'm going to take my eyeshadow primer. I personally love the one from NARS, but you can use any eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to take some of this onto my back of my hand, and then I'm going to apply this to my under eye and all over my eyelid. I'm skipping the concealer. I want to be a little bit more effortless and just really quick and easy, so I'm taking my eyeshadow primer just so it holds the next product in place, which you'll see in just a second. So for this entire look, I'm using my NYX contour palette. I'm mixing the white powder with the yellow powder. I'm going to grab that with my e.l.f. blush brush. And I just go back and forth on the two colors, tap off the excess, and pat this onto my under eye and wherever I really want to highlight and brighten up my face. For every day, I don't like to use a liquid concealer and a foundation and contour and all that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I just like to look a little bit like a better version of myself. So just patting this onto my under eye, onto my lid, going in like the center of my face. And I know it looks super light right now, but once we get the other products on, it'll all work. Then I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and I'm gonna grab this bronzing shade, which is not a contour powder. It has a little shimmer in it, so it's more for bronzing. So that's what I'm using it for. I'm using a big fluffy brush and I'm just blending this onto my cheeks, like my entire perimeter of the face, wherever you would normally get tanned or bronzed. Let's say you're sitting out in the sun for a little bit. It's just gonna give you a really nice healthy glow and just add a little life to your skin. And I'm adding some to the tip of my nose as well, and I should have tied up my hair, but I was being a little lazy and it's been a while since I've filmed, so kind of all over the place. So I'm just bronzing up my skin, and you can't forget your neck area because you want it all to look really nice and natural. Then I'm going to grab that powder brush that I used on my under eye and just kind of blend the bronzer a little bit so that you don't see any harsh lines. Everything looks nice and seamless, like you woke up like this. Then I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus and my highlighter brush, and I'm going to use this color from the palette, which is like a peachy highlight. It's really pretty. I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to spray my brush with the Fix Plus just to get a little bit damp, and then I'm going to apply this to the areas that I want to highlight. So between my brows, the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, and the high points of my cheekbones, above my brow, and I'll put this below my brow a little later. But the reason why I'm using this damp is because it gives you a really nice dewy look, like you're just naturally glowing. It doesn't look like a strong highlight or anything like that. It just looks very natural, and that's why I absolutely love using this palette by NYX, because I have everything all in one little palette. Then I'm just going to grab this brush from Sigma. I'm going to pick up that same highlight color and I'm going to pop this onto my brow bone just to add a little light there and a little lift to my brows. And then I'm applying this into the inner third of my eye only and just blending that out. I'm not going to put any other shadow onto my eye, but this is going on the inner third. It's going to open up the eyes and brighten up the eyes and just make me look more awake. So this is also going on my lower lash line in the inner corner as well, and it's going to add a lot of light in there. Like, I love the way this looks. And then I'm just applying my lip color. I'm just using a lip gloss. Whenever I'm wearing a more natural look like this, I like to use lip gloss. I feel like using a matte lipstick or a cream lipstick is just too heavy compared to everything else. So I personally love this bronzy color from The Balm. Then I'm just gonna apply my mascara, and this mascara is my jam of the moment. Like, I love this stuff. It's by Wet n Wild. It's super inexpensive and it makes my lashes look like they are on steroids. So I'm just applying a coat of this to top lashes. I was gonna say bottom, but I'm not putting it on my entire lower lash line. I feel like for me personally, like, it's just too much. Sometimes I do it when I'm feeling lashy, but I like to just take the mascara and apply it on the outer third of my lower lashes. This is just gonna open up the outer part of our eye and just make the eyes look more doll-like and really pretty without putting mascara onto the entire lower lash line. And then once you're done your mascara, which obviously takes me the longest because I like to spend the most time on that, you are done with the makeup look. It's super simple and easy. Like I said, I like to wear this if I'm going grocery shopping, running errands, if I'm going to the airport. It's just super simple and easy, and it magnifies your natural beauty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!